The West Point Association of Graduates Gripping Hands Program. Before we begin, I would like to go over some general housekeeping. This presentation will last approximately 10 minutes. This presentation is for informational purposes only, and any software mentioned in this presentation is utilized by the employees of the West Point Association of Graduates and the United States Military Academy, but does not constitute an endorsement or contractual obligation to use any of these platforms for personal use. Started in 2017, after Hurricane Harvey impacted 10% of our graduate population, Gripping Hands is a program run by the West Point Association of Graduates. The program keeps with the spirit of being the most connected alumni body in the world by offering graduates a way to stay connected during catastrophic emergencies. The program works to connect graduates in need of assistance with information and resources that may help or with other graduates who can assist. You can visit our Gripping Hands portal in Sallyport, email grippinghands@wpaog.org, call 845-446-1677, or reach out to your local society. Societies are the most crucial component of the Gripping Hands program. They provide the most local support to our graduates, their families, and the local community. The AOG Gripping Hands program matches offers and requests manually based on needs. Many of these individuals involved don't know each other, but are forever connected through the long gray line. We receive an overwhelming response to the call to support graduates and their families in their greatest time of need. This program is non-financial in nature. Its intent is to help connect graduates and their immediate family members with information and resources in times of need, and is geared toward maintaining connection with the long gray line and building new connections. The program provides information, resources, and connections to our graduates during events such as hurricanes, wildfires, earthquakes, typhoons, polar vortexes, government shutdowns, recessions, storms, tornadoes, volcanoes, pandemics, civil unrest, terrorist attacks, nuclear, chemical, or radiological events, transportation disasters, and technological awareness information is provided. The Long Gray Line is the most highly connected alumni body in the world, and its members are dedicated to a lifetime of service. Gripping Hands is all about acts of kindness and sharing time and talent with those in need. It is not about providing financial support. Services vary based on if the emergency is economic, environmental, or medical in nature. Support continues to grow as more needs are identified. The biggest thing you can do to help others is to reach out and make sure they are okay. West Point graduates are self-sufficient and rarely reach out for help. They may be in need of assistance, but will not reach out and ask for it unless you ask them directly. Society, class, and SIG leaders have access to rosters of graduates in their immediate responsibility areas. These rosters are for use by the leadership only because of privacy reasons. Leaders can split up the roster and start doing check-in calls and emails. Emails are fine, but a call means so much more, especially when someone is feeling isolated, anxious, or overwhelmed. So a call is preferred. You will find many graduates looking to connect with other graduates, but as a leader, you must maintain the privacy of your constituents. GradLink is a great resource for individual graduates to reach out to each other. If they are unable to make contact, you can always direct them to society-support@wpaog.org, and we will reach out to put them in contact with each other. Support during an emergency can take many forms. Besides reaching out to AOG and your society, you can also stay connected with other societies, parents clubs, classmates, and other Service Academy alumni. As we have seen with the pandemic, having others to talk to is paramount. You might not be able to see each other in person, or you might be stuck at home for long periods of time. People begin to feel bored and isolated. This is the perfect time to reach out and help others. Think of ways to connect with each other through things such as virtual events. helping graduates write down their stories or update their column files. Share videos of you reading books or offer to virtually help with homework for the children of those who are working from home. Walk a graduate's dog or take care of their pets if they or a loved one is hospitalized or evacuated. Help drop off masks and cards to nursing homes and hospitals. Do a donation collection via mailboxes. Drop off food and water at shelters or donate blood. AOG also has a career services department who can help with those who are dealing with layoffs and furloughs, and they can always use volunteers. Be aware of what's happening around you. The Gripping Hand site has resources to help keep you prepared, safe, and recover from emergencies. Staying active is very important. As a leader, you can use this time to send out surveys, do virtual meetings, update your governance documents, start filling out your Distinguished Society or Parents Club award, reach out to your advisors, check in on constituents, review Sallyport, or update your group's mini page. Please keep in mind that your safety and mental health is our biggest priority. Remember, you can't help others if you get sick or you are in danger. Make sure you can take precautions to maintain a safe environment for everyone. Be considerate. Some people might find assisting, especially leaving the house, a terrifying experience during a disaster. They might be open to other opportunities that don't require leaving the home. Keep in mind that other people might also be overwhelmed with their own situations too, and they're too overcome to ask. At the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Gripping Hands team released a survey to both collect volunteers and find those in need of help. Graduates could offer to shop for groceries and essentials, call those in isolation, and share career advice for those affected by layoffs or furloughs. The pandemic was unfamiliar territory, as we grappled with how we could be there for each other without physically being there. The Long Ray Line, in fact, did prove that no matter the circumstances, graduates come together to support each other in their times of need. West Point societies were particularly instrumental in the process of connecting graduates locally. They mobilized and provided supplies, check-in calls, transportation, and ran errands. Gripping Hands supports graduates and their immediate family members all over the world. In late May, the Gripping Hands team was informed that a 1966 graduate sustained a brain injury after a fall. Although he was able to recover at home with the help of his wife and children, leaving the home for simple tasks such as grocery shopping was now so much more difficult because of the pandemic. The West Point Society of Central Florida and President Jim Young, class of 1978, were more than willing to step up and help. Jim personally assisted with grocery shopping for the family, as did other graduates in the immediate area. Shortly afterwards, we received a request for assistance from a 1978 graduate. His wife was suffering from stage 4 cancer, and he was looking for assistance with household chores and errands. As the primary caregiver, the pandemic had made it so much more difficult to get help or to leave the house safely. The West Point Society of Richmond jumped into action, and after contacting the graduate, they sent out an email with a list of ways to help, including filing papers, dog walking, grocery shopping, and the donation of leave because the wife of the graduate was an Army civilian. The president of the society, Mike Flanagan, class of 1986, noted that within 24 hours, we collected more than 20 volunteers that signed up to help our graduate. The family was overwhelmed by the support they received. And when she was admitted to the hospital, the society coordinated support with the county social services. Unfortunately, she passed away on July 1st, and the society carried through with support for assisting for her funeral arrangements. The support offered as part of the Gripping Hands program goes beyond assisting with physical needs. The daughter of a 1958 graduate contacted Gripping Hands because her parents lived in an assisted living facility in Houston, and they were unable to leave or receive visitors due to the pandemic. The graduate suffered from dementia and Parkinson's, and his wife was struggling to find someone who understood her situation. Their daughter requested to have graduates call and check on her parents because her father usually did better when remembering his time in the military. So many graduates had offered to help that it took some time to narrow down the list and find someone who would best fit this criteria. Some graduates even offered to have their spouses call and speak with the wife of the graduate. At the same time, the West Point Society of Phoenix received a call from the wife of a graduate in a similar situation. Her husband was suffering from Alzheimer's and was no longer able to help his wife with her household chores. Benson Chu, class of 1988 and president of the West Point Society of Phoenix, contacted the wife to coordinate support when it was safe for them to conduct the chores. We connected these two women who immediately formed a strong relationship and previously did not know each other, but are now forever connected by the power of the long gray line. The Gripping Hands portal is being updated daily. If you have an idea of something that can be shared, please let us know. Right now, you will see updates from West Point and the AOG, COVID-19 CDC updates, videos from the Center of Oral History, instructions on washing your hands the Army way, TRICARE and VA resources, mental health resources, and working from home resources. Please contact us at grippinghands@wpaog.org if you have more ideas on how we can expand the program.